everybody, it's me, Jimmy Flowers guy. Please excuse the noise in the background I'm doing an epidural treatment. I thought I'd come on here and shoot the breeze with each and every one of you. Play some games while I'm shooting the breeze here with each and every one of you. Now, I'm probably gonna turn the sound off on here so y'all can hear me. Okay, yeah, I agree. Right now I'm playing Uno here on Facebook. Alright. I am going to turn the sound off for this so you guys can hear me. Alright. So you guys can hear me. Alright, here we go. Let's turn the volume off on here. Settings. Keep the sound effect on. Look in settings. It's not working out. Alright, the settings are not working on here. Yeah, why this isn't working. Let's click the words. Hold on. Why is the settings working? I don't understand. Wait a minute. Why the hell have settings if they're not gonna work? Alright. Can't do like I figured it out. Turn the settings off. Go into settings. And nothing pops up. So I don't understand why they have settings. They don't work on here. I really don't understand that. Alright, let's just play the game. Am I gonna pay for it? Are you kidding me? Here we go, let's start the game. Just give me a random opponent. Okay. I have Caitlin and Cheetah. Music off. Keep the sound on. Alright. Cheetah's turn. My turn yet. Rab's turn. It's on auto. Alright, I'm playing a different game. This isn't fun at all. It's not in itself. Like, it's auto playing for you. Like, play a different game here. Let's see, Farmland, Solitaire, Good Advancement for the day. I'm trying to find a good game on there. Let me see here. Okay, so I've been doing alright. Had a few health setbacks, but I feel like I'm getting back to the way things used to be. I'm doing pretty well, doing pretty good. Sometimes I occasionally get muscle cramps, but I can deal with that. There are no Pokemon games on here, so I'm gonna see if I can find any RPG type games on here that I can play. Farmland looks like it's an RPG game, so I'm gonna see if I can find an RPG game on here. Alright, what do we got here? Advent, Guard, Jump RPG, Age of Revenge. Okay. So all the games really suck here. Yeah, I'm still in shock over what happened to Johnny Gaudreau. It's such a sad thing. I mean, he's so young. And the fact it was a damn drunk driver really pisses me off. Like, if you're gonna drive, go out and drive drunk. You know, you're not only putting your life in your own. You're not only endangering your life, you're endangering the life of others as well. So why do that shit? Why do that shit? I'm just really pisses me off the way this world works. How people do shit like this. Like who goes out and says, "Oh, I'm gonna drive home"? Who the hell does that shit? That's really selfish. Really selfish. And we lost such a great hockey player, two great hockey players, Johnny Gaudreau and Matthew Gaudreau. Such a sad thing, you know. Imagine being that family and just getting the story that your sons were no longer here on this planet anymore. I mean, how would you feel about that? Like, I mean, guys, seriously, how would you feel about that? I mean, it's a goddamn. I'm sorry for saying that. It's a damn shame the way how selfish this world is sometimes. And seriously, that guy who did that, he should be in jail for what he did. Seriously, you can't go around driving drunk like that. You don't do that shit. It's not right. Like, obviously, the guy, I don't know if it was on purpose or whatever, but still, you have to think, you know. You have to think about other people in this world. You're not the only person in this world. And when I say that, I really mean that. And it's really not right. It's not right. It's not right. And sorry, folks, I'm checking to see if it's still recording. Um, the fact this happened, it's just a sad story, and I just don't understand how that can happen. Still trying to find the game here. Like forest match, forest rescue, sugar match, cooking city. Like that, didn't like it very much. Um, there'll be something on here to play. I gotta tell you, things are a lot better in 2010. Freak Master. What the hell is Freak Master? Alright, Bubble Shooter, Snake Tournament, Candy Valley, Fish Story Slots, OK, Bowling, City Kitty Match. Alright, I don't get why these games are this bad. I need to find something to play here. Like, this is not a very good selection. And really isn't a good selection here. Ranch Adventures, Heroes of Match, Animal Restaurant, Tropic Trouble. There's gotta be something on here that's what I can play. Solitaire, Tropic Trouble. I gotta find something to play here. Let's see what we got here. We got Animal Rescue. We got Farmland. Okay. Let's try Animal Restaurant. I hope this is a fun game to play. So right now I'm playing Animal Restaurant. I don't really know what to play here, but I'm just looking for that. I ran. Okay, I don't really like this. This doesn't look like a good. This doesn't look like a fun game. Um, well, let's try Farmland. Alright, let's try Farmland. Alright, let's try Farmland. No, wait, let's try something. I don't know what game to play on here. But like I said, I'm getting one step closer to the Flyers. Season starting is going to be officially September. This Sunday. And this Sunday, and I still can't believe how fast the summer went. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get much sun this summer because of what's been going on with my setback and everything. But I gotta tell you, it's a very quick summer. Like this summer didn't really last as long as I thought it would long. I thought it would. Sorry, I thought it would last, but it really did. It was a long summer, and I just found a game on here called Block Puzzle. This game kind of looks like columns of the Sega Genesis. If you guys remember that, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna match this up here. I'm gonna move that in the middle. I'm gonna move that in the middle. I'm trying to figure this out. I can't. All right, here I go. So then I can move this in the middle here. So I'm gonna do that. Oh, why isn't it working? I don't understand. I'm putting it right where it's supposed to be. I don't understand. All right, that's too high up. I got it. Right now. Oh, I can't do this. Let's try block and puzzle. Okay, play a different game called block and puzzle. It's a little easier. I remember Facebook. They used to have great games like Misfits Island and Adventure Farmville. It's not a good selection as it used to be, but alright, can I skip this tutorial? Okay, yes, I can. Yes, okay. Okay, I'm gonna skip this tutorial. Why would I want to save the game? Graphically, this is graphically. Again, mic hurts. What is fancy plants? I want to try this. What's our fresh? I'm still trying to find a game. Alright, I'm not playing word. Coin match. I don't know, coin match. Merge hotel. Merge class hotel. Crush. Largest kingdom. Oh, it's not even a game. Rad Royal. Super. Let's see now. Alright, we're gonna play Fruit Fancy. We're gonna play Fruit Fancy. Well, Angry Birds is still on here. Like, I remember Angry Birds like back in like 2012 when it came out. I remember that game. So we're gonna play this fruit game. What kind of Fruit Fancy is? Let's continue. Okay. I've been doing really well, as like I said. Let me turn to 9 months. I gotta do this. Alright, I don't know. Alright. I'm gonna go to tower games. Alright. So this game is not a good game. Ooh, superheroes. Let's try it. Let's try the puzzle game. It's another puzzle game. Hey, Meg! So my sister. I'm talking there in the background. Alright, so here we go. I checked the weather forecast. Perfect. It's sunny sky. And roll. Sally Billy. Silly Billy. Can I skip this? Like, what can I go wrong? I touched it just once. Like I said, I also came across an old friend of mine on Instagram. You guys know the lovely Elena Koshka is back again, and I haven't really talked to her in like 2 years. And the reason for that is because she had to take care of something. She left about 2 years ago. Last time I saw her was in 2022. So it's been a long time. I recently had a conversation with her. It's the first time we talked in a while, so things take time, you know. Things take time. But it is what it is. But I'm glad she's back. I just hope she's doing well. I always wish her the best. I always do. My thoughts on this fire season, I don't know what's going to happen this season. But I do know I'm very excited about it. Tomorrow, I got a whole, I'm going to be taking a picture of myself in my new Flyers jersey I got last season. I had to get a 2X, not because I'm gaining weight, but because a lot of the jerseys that are 1X, like extra large, don't really fit me that well. So what I did was I got a 2X. Got a 2X instead. And I gotta say, 2X was a good idea. I haven't worn it yet. I don't know if it fits me, but I can't wait to try it on. I'm very excited about the season. Very excited about the young Russian talent we have on our team. I'm very excited for that, and I can't wait for it to happen. You know, I like to reminisce about the good old days as well. I started to notice that commercials aren't really that good anymore. And they're very short commercials. Like, they're not that good. And when I was growing up, when I saw a commercial, you would remember those commercials. You would keep those commercials in your memory bank. And I have so many memories of commercials from the past, like the Skip It commercial and you guys remember that Nestle commercial with the puppet dogs that were singing that song, and they were talking about how Nestle makes the very best. That was a weird commercial, and as a kid, that commercial kind of freaked me out. It kind of freaked me out. I also am reminiscing about the good old days. How my neighborhood used to be. Like, in my neighborhood, you don't really see anybody you really know anymore. The only people that still live in this neighborhood are, I think, my friend Steven and the lady who lives on the corner of Claire. And we have new people who moved in, but we don't really know anybody that well yet. And I remember many, many years ago, there were kids outside every single day. And I remember going outside, hanging out with my friends, just chilling and doing what we used to do. And I remember when my friend from school would come over, my friend Christine, who I was friends with many, many years ago, probably around the 90s. We're still friends today. We still talk occasionally on Facebook. So the thing is, I remember Ronhurst. That was such a great place for me. I mean, the fact that the school went out of their way to build a ramp for me really shows me that they care. Now, I'm not going to talk about the struggles to get the wheelchair ramp in because I'm not that type of person. So I'm not going to talk about that. But I was really grateful for that. So, like I said, my friend Christine would come over on the weekends. We would hang out. I would play Sega Genesis. I would show her some of the games on the Sega Genesis. It were a two-player co-op game. We would play that. Sorry, I had to sneeze. It'd be a co-op game. And, I had a lot of fun hanging out with her. She's really fun to hang out with. And she's one of my best friends. Um, I'm still on level 2. Alright, yeah, I'm on level 2. So I still remember the good old days of going to Ronhurst, getting up in the morning, and being excited to go to school. It was an exciting time to get up and go to school and just go to Ronhurst and hang out with all my friends. Now this is before high school and everything. When I was a little kid, I loved school. School was my favorite place to be. It was a good getaway, and I really enjoyed it. I was a weird kid. When the weekends would come, I'd be sad that there was no school that day. I still can't believe a kid would be that way, but that's kind of how I was. That's kind of how I was. So I really liked school. I remember we went on a school trip to the New Jersey Aquarium. I was going to talk about this on Throwback Flyers guy, but I'll talk about it now. Get it out of the way. I remember in '96, I went to the New Jersey, the Camden Aquarium with my classmates. Took a bus ride there. My sister went with me because at the time I started losing my strength and I really couldn't walk as good. So it was a sign that my muscular dystrophy, my muscular dystrophy was getting worse for me. So we borrowed a wheelchair. And I think we either bought a wheelchair or we borrowed a wheelchair from my neighbor next door. And I used the wheelchair to get around when I got tired of walking. So we go to the aquarium. It's a fun time. I remember my mom packing me a Lunchables pizza, and this was the first time I ever had a Lunchables pizza. If you had a Lunchables pizza, let me tell you, you were one of the coolest kids in your class. And I just remember getting this piece of Lunchable. At the time I wasn't that hungry. I ate a little bit of it, but it was really good. and I really enjoyed it. So we had a fun time, and at the time I was kind of sad the school year was almost ending, and at this time first got a PlayStation, and the first game I got for the PlayStation was NBA in the Zone. When you get the PlayStation, you get like a demo CD, and I was playing that for the most part. Rented some games like Resident Evil, and I forget what other games. But I also remember at the time I had a Sega Saturn before I had a PlayStation, and my Sega Saturn broke. Yeah, it broke down, which really sucked. So my dad tried to give me a PlayStation. I was hanging out with my cousin Jay for the weekend, not for the weekend, for a day, and we were driving. It was like a road trip, and we stopped at my grandma's, and we stopped at some other places too. And we stopped at my friend Jay's house, and his friends had a PlayStation. And I was hooked. I was hooked completely on the PlayStation. And PlayStation, at the time, was one of the most innovative gaming consoles of all time. And I just remember going to Jay's friend's house and playing this game. And I played Ballerina, shootin, Angel Face Off, 96, and a couple of other. I think that's all he really had. I think he had Ridge Racer as well. But then when I got home, I saw my dad trying to hook up a PlayStation for me. He bought a PlayStation. Unfortunately, it didn't work. So a couple weeks later, we stopped at Funko Land. We buy another PlayStation. Luckily, that PlayStation works. And that is how I got into Sony PlayStation. Many years before that, I had a Sega Genesis and an original Nintendo. And I remember playing Nintendo with my two sisters and my brother as well. And I remember we played Super Mario 3, which is one of the best games for the original Nintendo. So we're playing Mario 3, and we're just having a great time. At the time we had the Nintendo, and we had it upstairs at the time. A couple years later, the Nintendo was in my room. At the time I had Sega, and I was playing Sonic 3 at the time. I was getting bored, and I wanted to play Nintendo again. So at the time, Nintendo wasn't working. It was a couple of years ago. I kind of broke the Nintendo, so it didn't work. At the time, it was my brother's Nintendo. So I remember going to the dentist, and I remember my brother and my dad hooking up Nintendo for me in my room. So I had the Nintendo in my room, and I had the Sega Genesis upstairs. So it worked. It took some time to get it to work. I ended up borrowing a couple of games from my cousin Matt. I remember borrowing Adventure Island, and that was a fun game. I really liked that game. And I remember borrowing Kirby, the first Kirby game. It was on the Nintendo. And I played the hell out of that. My sister played the hell out of that game. I'm back, everyone. Where was I? Oh yeah, I was talking about Nintendo. Yeah, like I said, we had a Nintendo down here, also remember borrowing some games from my cousins, Nick and Steve, Nick and Nicky and Steven, Nick and Steven. And the games I borrowed were Donkey Kong, Zelda 2, The Adventures of Link, and I think that's all I really borrowed from them. And like I said, um, and then a year after that, we got the we still had the Sega, and I remember my dad hooking the Sega up in my room for me, and I remember playing Sega in the room. Before that, summer '92, summer '94, I remember playing Ronald McDonald's Treasure Land Adventure. I remember my friend Taylor, my neighbor who used to live here many years ago. Taylor came out, we hung out, and she watched me play the game. And at the time, the power went out in the house, and I'm playing the game, and I'm like, wow, I can't believe this happened. And I'm inside the house, and this is when I had the Sega upstairs. I had the Sega upstairs for a while. When my dad brought it down to the hospital. He brought it down to my room, and I started playing it. Apparently, the color on the TV I was using wasn't too good, but I was still able to play the game. And before that, I remember having the game on the Sega. It was upstairs. I remember my cousin Gregory, my cousin's Paul coming over, and I remember playing. Nintendo. And I remember you play Madden a lot. You liked Madden. And I remember at the time I had the game X-Men, and I was playing that. Let me tell you, I wasn't really good at X-Men. I never really got past the first level. My cousin Paul was whoever was really good at that game. And at the time, it was fun having him over. We also played Streets of Rage. That was a fun game. And at the time, the controller I was using was a different kind of controller. It was a really big Sega Genesis controllers. They weren't working for me. So I got like a turbo controller or whatever. Like a third party controller or something. And that worked fine. I enjoyed using that controller. And I remember playing my games. There was a Sega down in my room. I played it in my room, and whenever I came home, I'd be playing Sega Genesis. That's my memories of the Sega Genesis. It was fun having the Sega Genesis. I still remember, even after Christmas, during the blizzard of '96, I remember playing this game. I remember playing Royal Rumble. At the time, I could not find a copy of WrestleMania, the arcade game from Sega Genesis. So I borrowed the game from my cousins Nick and Steve. And let me tell you, it was a fun game. I really enjoyed it. And glad I had the opportunity to play that game. Man, so many great memories of Genesis. Playing Earthworm Jim, playing Earthworm Jim 2, playing so many great games. Royal Rumble and Ghostbusters game was one of my favorites. That was a great game. Now, I will talk about the time my dad converted the basement into sort of a rec room. I'm not gonna talk about. I'm not gonna talk about that. If you want to hear about that, I'll be talking about that on Throwback Flyers Guy. Guys, it's great talking to you. I can't wait for the upcoming Flyer season, and I can't wait to cheer on my team. Thank you and have a great day, everyone.